Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Age Veilguard, where I have tea again and I'm gonna play late tonight. Hee because my doom is upon me, as in I have to go back to work in a week. So I'm just like denial. Oh, this armor is so nice. Like even like I liked it from the get-go and now I just keep liking it more also, you know? Look at her hair. See, this is Taash is like, do I want to be her or do I want to marry her? You know, it's like it's one of those situations. Oh, okay. So we're gonna drop this quest off. But I asked everybody in my Discord. Well, you know, I asked the people who are in the spoilers chat in my Discord. I was like, hey, I got this soulless memory. And from this place, you know, it described the Canary and it was a fake one and everything. And I was like, I picked it up, but no memory happened. And I was like, do you guys know if I missed something? And one of my friends said to take it back to the lighthouse, which is good because I was kind of actually, like last time, I was like, maybe I should just like pop into the lighthouse and see what the ambient dialogue is. So now we have an even better excuse to do that. But first, we're going to drop off this thing. Too bad there's like, oh my gosh, nothing close to it. What the heck? I have gotten a lot of Taash and Neve dialogue, but it's mostly about her prosthetic. So I don't know. I thought they'd have like interesting perspectives on like outside events, maybe. Sort of both like pragmatic people, but in like slightly different ways. But yeah, no. Just sorry, I'm like double checking that everything is working over there. Yep, as per usual, just have to check and make sure. Wait, whoa, I'm so sorry. You were right here. Quest is right here. I'm sorry. Maybe pet the cat. Pet the cat. Let's see how the cinematic is. Yep, much better.
Sabina, you're back. But Atticus,
The man who took Atticus's life, he thought it would save his child, but it wasn't right.
Atticus,
If there's anything you need, I'll see what I can do.
I don't know. I need time and to put his name on the wall of light. Thank you. At least for letting me know.
That's
Dogtown's
rough.
desperate are being targeted, then falling victim to demons. The snake nest owner, the people Compassion found. What if it's all the work of the same demon?
It is.
It's a good theory, and bad news for the people it targets.
If we keep up the work in Dogtown, maybe we'll find more.
Tasha's bond increased. Oh, come on. Neve is like, no. I'm like, please. Also, I did just realize, oh, our bond did level up. I just realized, too, that the current outfit I've got her in is technically it's like a pants, like at the knee, like a capri kind of, so you can see the prosthetic better. Yeah, okay. I was like, what am I doing? I had like 3 pop-ups. I don't really care about any of these. La la la. Oh, nice. Too bad I don't have bleeding damage at all. So, useless to me. Neve, don't hate me. I can't believe she won't heal anymore. That is wild. Ooh, 50 rage. I would love to have that whenever you activate time. Oh, dang. The time slow is amazing. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure I bring out people with that ability. I forgot my second youngest sister told me you with like you can have like the level of like your companionship or whatever with each companion, and Tasha's right now is here. just here. Neve is Minrathous contract killer, associate, fellow necromancer, thrill of the chase. I don't know why his is. I've flirted with Lucanus twice, and I flirted with Davrin twice. I missed my chance to flirt with Neve because I'm an idiot. So yeah, I'm not really sure either. Like, it's like, oh, the dialogue bubble, thumbs up, contract killer, associate, like fell in a bubble, you know, like a heart, like I don't really know what the bubble and everything mean. It's like, oh, you need to talk to them more or something, and I'm like, okay, I have no idea. So we've turned that one in, and now we are gonna go back. We're just gonna not. How do you get out? No. Get me out of here. We're going to just go straight back to the lighthouse right now. Yeah. I've opened up the second level of the lighthouse, so I'm wondering now. Oh. If I can get... There's like chests hidden around somewhere. Rook, you remember Linus Prosper, the snake nest owner? Everything he did for that demonic deal, he thought it would save his kid. After we found Linus, I asked around. Linus had been raising Reggie alone. I didn't want the kid left to fend for himself. Before the end, Linus sent Reggie to stay with a friend. The friend wasn't expecting the arrangement to be long-term, but they're willing to give the kid a home. The news wasn't easy to break, but he has good people looking out for him. I didn't find evidence of demons around or lingering blood magic on Reggie. The demon's interest in this family appears broken for now, but the shadow dragons will keep an eye out just in case. Yeah, so apparently the guy's death was enough to, like, sunder any ties the demon had with the kid. Yeah. You never know, right? Exclamation point. Taash, you want to chit-chat about something? Like how you breathe fire and haven't explained that?
Usually have to dodge traps and fight spiders to see this much old elven stuff.
Yeah.
Talk to Isabella if you want to sell any of it. She'll get you a good deal.
Spoken like a veteran treasure hunter.
Yeah.
Yep. For gold and glory. The lords make runs no one else can. Isabella's undies would catch fire if she saw all this.
It's so true.
But you deal with a lot of nasty traps during those treasure hunts.
Yeah.
What's the most complicated one you've dealt with?
Old elven armory. Had letters on tiles. Probably supposed to spell out the name of a god or something.
Probably.
I don't read elven. Found handholds in the ceiling and swung across.
Well, that sounds more like a puzzle than a trap.
Ugh. Puzzles.
Puzzles. I hate random puzzles. I really don't, in real life, I don't like actual puzzles. I don't cheat at puzzles. I actually do them in the game, but I do hate random... Do it, or does she? Hang on, does she hate... I think she would like puzzles, honestly. Yeah, as a Mornwatch person who, like, gets philosophical and physical at the same time, like, a puzzle would be a fun challenge. So, yeah, she would like puzzles.
But puzzles give you a chance to test your wits. To prove you're smart enough to beat whoever designed it.
Ugh.
I ran into one while traveling with Varric. It had these 3 poles with sets of different sized rings on 2 of the poles.
Yes!
And you had to move the rings over to the 3rd pole.
Yeah.
And the rings had to be sized right and crap.
Yeah.
Yes! You've seen it.
That thing is Vashadon.
There's so... What is that one called? I have to look it up. It's in every Bioware game. If there actually isn't one in this game, I'll be a little upset. I hope we find it when Tasha's on the squad. The Tower of Hanoi. Yes, the Tower of Hanoi. It's in every game in some format. Even in Mass Effect. It was for sure in Mass Effect 1. I can't actually remember if it was in 2 and 3. I just finished 3, but I took about a year to play each game most recently. A year and a little more. I think it's fun. So I guess there's that. I mean, maybe me and Rook, my stone, do match. So what do you do?
So why do the Lords of Fortune care enough about dragons to have a dedicated dragon hunter?
Lots of great old crap ends up in dragon
Yeah, that
hunts.
makes sense.
Why
Yeah.
do dragons care about gathering treasure? It's not like they go to the market.
Dragons like metals and gems. Anything glittery catches their eye.
So they're like really large magpies?
Kinda. And they live for centuries. Lots of time to gather a bunch of shiny crap. Plus, all the gear carried by idiots who thought they could kill a dragon.
Yeah. I wonder, blah, 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 blah. What was I gonna say? Also, I just have to say, when I did the pan out earlier, I'm so short compared to her. I'm so funny to see myself be so short. I'm not used to it. I think it's interesting that the dragon hunter that they have around staff mostly to be like, not even like just to kill dragons, but to like hunt them and then like pacify them in some way, right? Like she doesn't, and I like that the Lords of Fortune and Isabella don't feel the need to just kill every dragon they come across. One thing, it's probably not that profitable to like potentially lose people and not get the payday, you know what I mean? Like, it just makes more sense to try to do it a safer way, and you get a bunch of loot with no injuries, you know what I mean? Win-win. And the dragon lives, you know?
Feel free to use the ancient elven artifacts for weight training, but nothing leaves with you, okay?
Don't worry about that. The Lords of Fortune aren't thieves.
I mean, aren't you?
Nah. Anything we hunt is salvage. Old forgotten ruins and crap.
That's not...
And we make sure we're not screwing over a culture that lost it.
That's not...
That's what my mother does with the Kunari stuff.
Okay, listen. That's good to know when I play a Lord of Fortune that we're not necessarily like looting, but like you go to ancient ruins that nobody cares about and we're not screwing over the culture. You're screwing over the culture by removing the artifacts that could be studied from their context. You're screwing them over. The game Bioware is like, no, it's fine. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not okay. What they're doing is not okay. Neither the Veil Jumpers, neither. At least Morn Watch keeps everything with the people. They keep it all in there. You're not supposed to move it. I chose very well.
So your mother appraises Kunari artifacts the Lords of Fortune find?
Yeah. She tells them how rare something is, how much it might be worth. Also tells them if they found something cultural.
Cultural?
You know, important. Stuff you don't want going to some rich noble's collection.
The
Lords send that stuff back to the Kunari and Parvalin. They pay the Lords a finder's fee.
Interesting. So what? But everything is cultural that you would find. I mean, if she's specializing in Kunari, it's not even like the Kunari have like expanded that far into southern Thedas. So you have to be like looting stuff from the battlefield or something. You know what I mean? Like, it is a nice idea, but I don't think it's gonna work in practice. If you're stealing things from ancient ruins, like, it's cultural. Like, anything there that made by human hands, or, you know, Kunari or whatever, is cultural. If you're talking, like, super significant, sure, but also, it's already been removed now, so, like, it's lost a lot of its cultural, like, patrimony. Like, not patrimony, was the, I can't think of the word I want, but I'm like, you're gonna lose this argument against me.
Just a finder's fee?
Yep.
But the lords at the top could be charging anything for these artifacts, and you wouldn't know.
I know what happened to the last lord who blooded contact. That's enough. The lords are good people. They helped my mother when she came here from Kontar. She got here with nothing but me and the clothes on her back. The only skill she had was Kunari history. The lords gave her work.
That's really nice, honestly, and it does make me feel better that maybe Isabella is not, you know, and there's the rest. There's the Lord. There's several. But it's nice that know that they don't just like willy-nilly necessarily. Like, it's because I think it would be like it would put them out of business too, right? Like, it's better to have it have the looting, I guess, to have the, I don't know, whatever they do, rating a little bit regulated, and then if they do find something that's significant culturally, not just cultural, obviously, because they're selling everything they get their hands on, but like, yeah, and I just like, I'm not gonna like actually like super rag on it, but I am like, you're not gonna win this argument, you know.
How does the Ravani Royal Guard feel about the Lords of Fortune?
They used to complain about us. But that was before the Antam invaded Ravane.
And now, Ravane sees the benefits of having a bunch of heavily armed people on their side.
Same for the Pirate Armada. It's bigger than Ravane's official navy. But we're also helping save old artifacts. The Antam are burning ruins as they move south. We get artifacts out before the Antam destroy them. Magical stuff. Cultural stuff. Stuff you don't want to lose.
But I'm actually like, I don't know why, but I'm tearing up every time she says that. Not in like a bad way, but actually in like a, oh my gosh, like it's like nice to have it acknowledged. Like I still don't agree with it, obviously, but like this is maybe not dissimilar. It is, but slightly similar to when you have to do like salvage archaeology when like a dam is going up or like a road is going through and whatever government or whatever is not going to like stop it no matter what. But you just have to like go in, excavate the area, take what you can with as many notes as possible, as many photos as possible, and get the artifacts and get the whatever remains out before they put whatever it is they're gonna put in. You know, infrastructure will often take precedence, and the reason that we do like archaeological surveys and stuff is to like, sort of preempt anything, or if there is something there that they can reroute it, or like whatever the thing is, road or bridge or whatever, or if we have to do the salvage archaeology then and remove everything. I've never done a salvage archaeology job, but I have friends who do like reservoir jobs and stuff, or if it's like something's happened, like a landslide or something, and like all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's human remains, you know, like where are they? And like it just depends on where it's at, but like certain flooding or something can like expose things, and you're like, that needs to be taken care of, you know, and they're obviously kind of like moved or disturbed as it is, so it's like then you remove them to keep them safe. So, and I can't say usually either because I don't work with tribes very often, but I do know of many instances where the tribes are at the very least always aware, like they are informed and they are part of the process. It's like, what would you like us to do with these remains? You know what I mean? It's like, hey, it's like a government thing, native thing, and like contract archaeology thing. Trifecta, you know? But yeah. So, I've had friends who worked on projects like that before, but to me, salvage archaeology seems a little, like, stressful, and also, oh, what's the word? Oh god, I cannot think of the word. I had it. I just had it. It was like just like a time crunch thing, but also like nope, it's gone. It is utterly gone. It's literally a thought I've had for a while, and then it's like, now it's gone. Anyway, it is nice to hear to hear her specifically say stuff about this. Like, I still am like, you're still, maybe like gold coins, but even like the gold coin collectors out there, or the coin collectors out there are gonna be like, no, you know what I mean? But, maybe if they had like an archaeologist on staff at least, and that's kind of what her mom does, I guess. Still, though, but the Pirate Armada, they brought up the Pirate Armada, so it's separate from the Lords of Fortune. I wasn't sure, because technically Isabella was like in the Pirate Armada, but maybe she's like loosely associated with the Lords of Fortune, or she's moved over to land. I don't know.
We should do this again. Grab a drink, share our tallest tales.
Okay, I was gonna go back to Ravane later. Got a thing to do for my mother. You can come along, if you want.
What?
Do I need to be ready for combat? Or traps?
Or puzzles?
Nah. Alright. Just let me know when.
Okay, it's just a chill thing. Okay, cool. I'm like, we should do this again. I think she honestly seems a little young though, so I'm like, is this like okay? Like, she looks like she's at least mid-20s, so I'm like, but she acts almost a little younger, like late 20s maybe, but she acts a little younger, so I'm like, I know obviously she's like old enough, but like, it's like, for me personally, I'm like, I don't really, you're like 10 years younger than me. I'm like, it's a little far. But no, she's beautiful and wonderful and tall and strong. What time is it? Okay, so my friend didn't give me any other hints, which is good, right? She just said I needed to bring it back. Do you need to talk to me again? Or did she go back in her room? I think she went back to her room. You need to talk to me again? Okay. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. I missed you. Is your room... No, your room's not fully set up yet. What's up?
Hey, you heard of the Hall of Valor? It's a fighting arena with the lords.
No, don't want to.
Interesting.
Don't wanna.
Just tell me when you're ready.
What? Why? Also, I'm really mad. I'm mad that I didn't. Oh, but not from. Okay, not on here. Yeah. I'm mad I didn't remove the vignette in the cinematics thing before now. It's so much clearer. And I wonder. No, the fade memories. Those are fuzzy on purpose, I think. It looks so much clearer, but I thought it was gonna do like it was doing before, like a focusing thing where it would like focus on the person talking and like focus, you know what I mean, and maybe like with like depth perception, and that's pretty normal for like movies and everything. And it said recommended. That's what it recommended on the settings, and I was like, okay. But now I just generally prefer to have everything be clear. Otherwise, my eyes feel like I'm losing it. I think the flames are greenish because.
Chuckles put his hideout in the Fade. His favorite weird, awful, creepy place.
That's true. Varric would not like it here. Varric didn't like it when you brought him into the Fade. But yeah, I wonder if the flames are green because I chose Mornwatch, or because or just because, you know, Veilfire. Oh, another one? Oh, I got a new color. I think I like the blue. I would like the brown, personally. I think that would be the one I would pick. But I think the blue kind of matches what I've got on her diadem, like the little stone on her diadem. Twin-edged pickaxe, Paragon's luster. The mining pick is sharp enough to puncture through enemies' defenses. Okay, that is actually really cool. That is really cool. We've never had picks in the game. It's always been like great swords, long swords, and great axes, and battle axes, and mauls, like maul hammers, you know? Interesting. I will keep, though I have to have the matchy match with what, I have to have the matching for the armor I'm wearing. Sometimes I do wish I had a small place still, like a small room that I could decorate. I know I'm staying with my sister right now, but soon I'm not going to be able to because she's having a baby. So the baby gets the room, obviously. I just wish I had a little tiny room I could decorate with stuff like this. I have stuff like this, I just don't. It's all storage. So I'm kind of, like, lately, I don't know, I've been like, oh, like I started decorating, like, with the bones and the stones and stuff, and I was like, I wish I could decorate a little room with plants and bones, but such is life. I have the road. And the desert itself. Are you in there? Two of you are in there. I don't know, sometimes I see them hovering together, like anybody hovering together in the same room, and I'm like, should I interrupt, you know?
His self-expression may be limited, but Manfred is as cognizant of his surroundings as you or I. Now, to a certain degree.
So, not. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh, this balcony reminds me of the balcony I had in Inquisition, except his is much smaller, and I don't know, I love, everything they've got feels much homier, right? And this is such a nice, like, redwood. I really like it a lot. I wonder if you romance him if you get to come out here on the balcony. I really am. I'm thinking I might have my Canary next to romance him. It's funny because I right now I'm like, I have like Lucanus, Davrin, Neve, Taash, right, that I'm eyeing, and Emmerich's destined to be my best friend in this run. So it's like, oh, the next one you would, whoever I pick of the four that I think I'm gonna like the best, for romance purposes, then, you know, you think I'd pick the other one of the other ones for the next character, but I'm like, nope, Emmerich. We'll see, though, obviously, right? You have to see if it'll work. Sometimes the character has a different idea. Like, when I played Dragon Age 2, I actually went in fully intending to romance Fenris. And then I met Anders, and I was like, Oh, well, there's that, you know what I mean? New enchantments available. Sick. That's so cool. Oh, Neve has something for me. That makes sense, because she's been away for a while. I need to go to... Whenever I go to the next faction place that's not Mornwatch, I need to check their stores for the decors and stuff. Your wisps have missed you.
Neve, settling back in.
More
She
or
looked
less.
angry.
Lots to catch up on, but when isn't there? I'm ready to get back to work. If we could skip the personal catch-up. Not the day for it.
Take all the
Oh.
time you need.
Oh. Okay. Wow, okay, so I'm gonna guess that she is unromanceable at this point. Well. I'll fight the good fight and see what I can get. Like, you know, how far I can get. Maybe I can get a flirt option back, but I don't know.
Hey, Rook. Looking for something?
I love that she's wearing, like, little clogs around, like indoor shoes. I think that's very cute.
The crows cannot thank you enough. I cannot. Treviso stands. But Minrathous, it should not have been a trade.
I like that we do, like, I know it's been a while, but we're acknowledging these things, right? Like, I don't know, the sacrifices that were made, right? Like I said, it'll be interesting to see how it works out when I do the other way. I should bring out Neve and Lucanus and see if they have anything to say about it. This tableau here, number one. It's very good. I just like it a lot.
It looks like our boy Asan is feeling his oats. Or whatever Griffins feel.
He's getting the hang of it. When he listens.
He seems to be able to handle himself so far.
You got lucky the Gloomhowler didn't tear you to pieces, boy.
You
wait
did,
for my
you
command.
did.
We attack together. Then we can kill stuff like that.
Well, at least he's learning.
The instincts kick in. Griffins see darkspawn and it's a fight to the death. Like wolves hunting deer.
That's
Just
not how
need
wolves
to
are.
corral it.
That is not how wolves are. They don't go into like a bloodlust when they see it. And wolves can walk past deer unless they're hungry, right? You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Sounds like the perfect soldier. And he even flies.
Aerial cavalry. A full-grown griffin is a force of nature. Every muscle in him, every talon, every feather, honed into a killing machine. Hassan's ancestors took on archdemons.
They did, boy. They did.
Like
Look
his
at you,
name
baby.
says. He's an arrow.
Half lion, half eagle, with the instincts of both, griffins will always be hunters.
Just like his daddy Davrin.
I suppose we are our nature.
Not sure about that.
Most of my life I've hunted the darker things in the world. But caring for a griffin? What do I know about that? Yet here I am.
That's not so bad, is it?
I mean,
Not
it's
the
really
path I
sweet.
expected. Makes me wonder.
When do we ever do
about
that?
Hassan, his brothers and sisters, still young, pure.
You're worried.
I'm responsible for the future of every griffin alive. I want it to be a good one. These animals live to fight, but I wonder if there's another path for them.
Interesting. So this whole time he's been like, oh yeah, he's a hunter, you can't deny that, it's in his blood, and now he's like, but actually, maybe, what if you could deny, what if that's not in their blood, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, why, are you just like thinking out loud, or what? Because like, you're sending a little bit of mixed messages, but, and it's, I suppose, I mean, you could say it for people too, right? Like, you've been, you know, hunting, or being in the dark places for so long, or like, yeah, or that's maybe the path that you see in front of you, but You know, I do think there's always another path. And if we look at this as a soulless thing, I just had that thought. Where again, it's like the whole, that Alluvian note that we read, where it's like the only path forward is through the mirror. But like the implication was that too, if you take a step into the mirror and then you go not the visual, like the direction that it doesn't look like you're gonna go, right? You're actually gonna go a different place. You're not like the future isn't behind you. The future is forward into an unknown. You know, while looking at the past and seeing the past is helpful and like beneficial. Moving forward is the only way really you can really do anything. You know. And yeah, with Solus, Varric's whole thing was that he needs, like, Solus needs to be told that there's another path to do whatever he's trying to do, or that there's just a, you don't have to do this, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm gonna say there is another path for everyone. I don't know, she's like, I don't think she's like hard and fast to anything, you know what I mean? Like she's like, do what you need to do in the moment, you know? Like, whatever is best for you, like, you don't need to be, like, stuck in something, you know? I think she would not be the type to be stuck. She's chosen the Morn Watch and the Necropolis as a place to live her life, but she doesn't feel stuck there. Like, she chose it, and she could leave, as she has done at any time, you know, to, like, experience something else, and then return.
I'd like to think everyone can find a new path. Even griffins.
Just wish I knew what it was.
Doesn't every good parent?
Parents. A scary word. I'm supposed to be his bodyguard.
I was wondering about that.
What do you think you've been doing this whole time?
Trying to ignore it. If I get myself killed by a Herlock, that's on me. If it's a San, I just don't want to mess it up.
I think that's where trust comes in. That Turlum idea you keep talking about? Trust a San
brought it
to
up
find
more.
his way. Don't force things.
He's headstrong.
Good thing.
What? Oh my god.
Thanks for the chat.
This was actually so adorable, and I feel like my Rook, like Stone, is so, like, because I'm saying specifically mine, because I think it would depend on what path, like, of conversation you've taken, potentially, with everybody. Maybe we all get, like, the same essential path, but, like, I don't know, but, like, I don't know, even if it is the same one, like, the Rooks seem to be really, like, poignant, like, really well spoken, and again, after playing all Baldur's Gate so much and being like, these conversation options are dumb, you know, I'm like for me, like, the characters are really great. My character, I think, is shafted, but that was really good, where it's just like, you can kind of see that she's talking about, like, not just a song, right, you know, and not just Davrin either, just like in general, right? And I don't know, I like it that she seems to, like, that the conversations flow so naturally, and, like, seems like everybody really is trying to get the best for everyone, you know what I mean? It's really nice. I really, really like it a lot. I think that's everything. Oh, I say that's everything, but now I gotta figure out what to do. I'll take it to Solus's little secret room, but I don't have a wisp to open that other door. I wonder, let's see. I mean, there's only so many places I can go, right? Like, okay, I'll try the... Oh, no. That's all I've got. Okay, well, apparently, my friend said, obviously they don't want to spoil anything, right? But that I might need to wait on this one. So maybe this was actually kind of the final one that I was supposed to, like, bring back, or that will activate once I've gotten all the other bits. So I should probably get the next one. And I'm like, you know, I'm not ready to be emotionally devastated. I can only imagine. Let me see. I think it was the Docktown one that I think I needed to get before I got the next one. And Hall of Valor is a training area in Ravane run by the Lords of Fortune and friendly spirits of valor. I guess, okay, I was like, what? But Ravane has a lot more of a relaxed relationship with spirits. I'm hoping that I get to meet some Ravani seers. I should go back there soon. I want to talk to them. I want to talk to the people. Because Ravane is pretty and it would be fun to look at, but I enjoy pain and suffering, so off we go. And I need to go... There it is. Back to Docktown. We're gonna be fighting... It's probably a Darkspawn again, so we'll bring Davrin. I feel like we should bring Neve. Are they resistant, though? It has been nice having Taash and Davrin because they can trade off on the taunt and pull monsters away from me. Look at Emmeric's card. It's so good. Why did they make him look so intimidating in the card? Like, he's like the most poshest of, like, the mustache is, I am not a fan of the mustache. Everything else, very good. Mustache, no, not for me. But like, it makes him look a little evil or a little posh, you know. But no, we will be taking Neve. Time to go hunt us a Darkspawn. Almost a demon. It might be a demon, I don't know, but they seem to be using Darkspawn. I know I said I'd fast travel for the most part. Alright, that I would, sorry, that I know I said I would walk for the most part. I'm getting lazy. I've been doing it for like 40 hours though. Been doing pretty good. If there's more in there now.
Still damaged after those shots from the palace.
I guess we get demons all this. They'll patch up the forum before they get to us down here, if they ever do.
I don't think I've been this way. Look, they're making me climb around on rubble. This is giving me trauma. PTSD is giving me flashbacks. A little guy. A little candle friend. Candle friend. My tune has changed on them. They're friends now. Anyway, this is giving me flashbacks to when I had to do stuff like this in Inquisition, and it was like the worst thing ever. Why so many candle friends in here? I hope they killed you, Venatori. Oh my gosh, I think they did. Honestly, look at them. There's the one. Neve, come away, come away. Neve, get over here. You're in the way. There's one on its back. On his back. They definitely. Okay, never mind. They're not friends. They are not friends. Oh my gosh, they're little tiny murderers. I'm just kidding. They're killing the bad guys, so they're friends. But like, oh my gosh. Could you make them any creepier? You know? Could you do that? I don't think so. But you put the dolls in the circle and you put the one on the guy's back with blood. The only thing creepier would be if one had its like a little hook embedded in the eye or something. A many limb I just picked it up. Some say the statue depicts Razakale, others a demon. Still others see no connection to known legends or the Fade. All agree it gives them a sense of unease. Okay, because that is a new one. That is a new asset. And it had some similarities to the screaming statues that were in Ferelden and Orlais, actually. But I'm pretty sure those were associated with the Avar, which the Avar were everywhere until they were pushed up into the mountains. But yeah. Oh, we have more news. Lords of Fortune trap plans. Idea: spinning blades at head height by mirror. Good, blades good. Bad, maybe won't kill blighted gods. Bad, might kill us by accident. No. Idea: pressure plate near exit of mirror room. Poison darts flame. Good, reliable. Bad, some of the stuff we're fighting floats. Too. Bad, pressure plates get sticky and require maintenance. No. Idea: door with wire attached to bucket on hook in ceiling. Bucket filled with those mushrooms Asan likes. They fall on target. Asan raises alarm and attacks. Eats. Good. Teamwork. Bad. Davrin might be mad. Bad. Mushroom stinky. 3. No. 1 for him. This was like she's done footnotes. So 1 at head height for humans. Some of the stuff we're fighting floats. Ask Neve if floating stuff would still trigger pressure plate from magic pushing down. Interesting idea. Mushrooms stinky. Why do they smell like worms? Interesting. It's not worms aren't a bad smell, but they aren't a good smell either. Just the 1 from Davrin's journal, which apparently I get to read. I don't know why. Talking to Rook about Asan's instincts got me thinking. Can you change something you're born with? Or are we blank slates who can make our own way? Was I born a monster hunter destined to do this job? Or did I have a choice? That's a classic nature versus nurture argument. As not Asan, Davrin. I saw Asan, the next word down. With Asan, he's this incredible ball of fur, feathers, and energy. Watching him learn to fly or swim for the first time or taste an apple, there's so much potential in him. You can see he's having fun testing his limits and learning about the world. Has anyone ever raised a griffin that wasn't trained to fight for the wardens? I've seen them get into a frenzy around dark spawns, and there's no doubt it's like a cat going after a mouse. It's ingrained. But can griffins do anything else? Would they want to? I wonder. I think potentially kind of like dogs. They love to be like maybe a little smarter than dogs, but like they love to be useful and they love to work in partnerships, and so this would be something fun. But I could see maybe if there's just one that's like not suited to it, you wouldn't want to force it. You know what I mean? Like if there's one that just likes to chase butterflies and sleep in the sun and like, I don't know, go fishing, like a wife, there's only you try, to like give them like a purpose or something, but like maybe he prefers to go truffle hunting, like. But the talk with Davrin about like being a parent, like, especially unexpectedly, was like, I don't know. That was I was wondering if we called him Daddy, but like it was cute, And then called him a parent, and I was like, I wonder if this language actually is something that he would be like, oh, I don't know if I'm like not okay with it in like a bad way, but just like I don't want to be a parent necessarily. I don't want to think about myself that way. And he did say something, and I was like, okay, It's something where if it was in real life, I'd probably stop using that, even in jest, But, like, he really kind of is. And I said it before with him and Emmerich. It was so funny to watch them be, like, competing dads at a playground, And they both just love, their little creatures so much and care deeply about them and have different ways of training them. Davrin's definitely much more of a headstrong, like, you live and you learn, whereas Emmerich is, like, kind of coddles, but or like teaches, like, I don't know, Davrin teaches too. I don't know, they're obviously very different. Very different approaches, but that was really like a good like in-depth sort of talk, even as short as it was, on like a fairly like nuanced subject. It was good. I enjoyed that a lot. I just happened to put that one on, actually. Dang, okay. Like, earlier when we were just in the fade. I want to know why the candlehops killed the Venatori. Like, I like, we didn't get anything on that. They just threw us into a room with a bunch of murder dolls and a dead person, and we're like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's not fine. It is most definitely not fine. The exact opposite of fine. Oh, I have been up this way, I guess. I think I still have to go through the chantry if I want to get over there. Ugh. Oh. Do I have Taash with me? I don't. I could grab her, though. Let's go really fast. Let's go really fast and see what that opens up.
Have you tried Zestfish on the other side of the city? He usually sets up close to the condemned hot temple. Lightest butter you've ever tasted, and he serves it on parchment and not pages from the mirror.
But having your fish wrapped in newsprint is part of the appeal.
This sounds like a debate that was had at the BioWare studios between, like, I don't know, the British way of doing fish and the French way? I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, it sounds like regional differences in how to have your fish in real life.
Does your jeweler work with inlay, Taash?
Oh.
Why? You change your mind?
If I save up enough, I might want a new leg. A choice of looks can't hurt.
Ooh, nice. How about gold with a ruby inlay?
I hang my leg all the time. Gold gets dinged up. Ruby inlay, though. I can work with that.
Let me know when you're ready. I'll get you a discount.
Thanks, Taash.
You deserve nice things.
What? That was actually really adorable. Does Taash have a crush on Neve? Should I not interfere with this? Oh my gosh. See, this was potentially a dynamic I was hoping for, right? Taash is just like brusquely kind. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. Like, but that's the best I can come up with. How do I get down there? I couldn't reach that before, but I can reach it now? Oh my gosh, it's too far away. That's the... How did you get down there? Is there... It looks like there's like stairs. It looks like there's stairs on the map, you know, over in that area. I don't think anyway. Maybe I'll just try to run past them. I think it's hilarious that there's Venatori guards out here and they let me walk into the chantry, but the second I get close to the chantry, the actual Venatori in there are like, absolutely not! And I'm like, ah! Oh, okay. This was an area that I went. How did you what? This was, I did activate the Fenrirel statue over here too. Oh, yeah! Only Taash could light this on fire.
Yep.
Don't burn me, please. Aha! Oh, hi. Oh, that's the courtyard itself. Okay, don't want to deal with that. Please, can you let me in? I obviously have to get down first, somehow. Alright, boy, where's it at? Did you just... Oh! Oh! I did not notice that the first time. If that even happened, I don't know. Oh, we got lots of Fenrirel stuff down here. And Earthman. Well, one Earthman thing. The elk are just like an elf thing as far as I know. Like they're like the giant elk that the elves rode after. That's the mostly I thought the giant elk were actually like second wave Elven Empire, the Halamshara Empire, not the Elvena or the Elvenon Empire. Those associated with Arlathan. Because the elves used to ride the hollow end of battle, is what was said. But when they became, like, after the gods died, they became, like, slowly became a little smaller. And most just became, like, creatures that would pull the Aravels. The elves started riding giant elk. So that's generally considered an elven mount at this point. Wow. Too bad I don't have bleeding and I can't give it to anybody who could use bleeding. I hear you. Is that a wolf spirit? Oh my gosh. Is this? The demon? I didn't. Oh no. Well, if it's a spirit, potentially. I don't need Davrin. God dang, I meant to change out up here, I think, but... Wild. Also, where's that treasure chest at? Oh well, we'll beat this guy first. Oh god. Oh dang, actually, I've been recording for over an hour, so this video gets to end here, and you guys get to see me not only a little bit fight a champion in the next one, potentially. Because I don't keep a lot of that, because there's a lot of dying and a lot of me making stupid faces. So, thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to cut away now and say thank you to my patrons. Alright, really quick, I want to say thank you to my patrons, to all my patrons, including my Acorn tier patrons. Thank you so much, Fane, for your support. I very much appreciate it. And I want to give an extra special shout out to my Sapling tier patrons, Reese Galito, thank you so much, and Sebastian James, thank you so much. I appreciate your guys' support. And I want to give an extra super special shout out to my Forest tier patrons who have gone above and beyond in their support of me and the channel, and who I truly, honestly cannot thank enough. So thank you, Christopher, so much for your support, and thank you so much, Nightshade, for your support. I appreciate you both very much, and thank you all again for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.